flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask, can I?
Yeah, I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. I turn the knob, camera assist, I'm incredible. Yeah, came for the dollars, call it vegetable. Then I did the dash, can I catch me, bro? Ooh, then I did the dash, can I catch me, whoa? Your whole team is no competition. Boy, I did it by myself, it's a solo mission. Running up the charts, I'm a fool, dog. Turn the whole field to a schoolyard. Bunch of students ain't eating round here. I'm the GOAT, little man, and I made it loud and clear. Put the gas on them like I whipped the Cavalier. Show no love, got the confidence, no fear. I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Okay. Yeah. Can I hit that? Okay. Yeah. Can I hit that? Cause I ain't like it. Okay. Yeah. Can I hit that? Okay. Yeah. Can I hit that? Yeah. Stars born, I've been ready for this. Since like 9-5, I've been eager for this. Talent on the rise, I'm consistent with this. Trophy is the prize, ain't no gimmicks with this. Okay, now what's
NFL football has come to Southern Nevada as we are in the menacing new Allegiant Stadium here in Las Vegas. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Denver Broncos and the Las Vegas Raiders. And we are underway here in Las Vegas. Pulls it in at the 13. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Here's Tagovailoa on first and 10. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Second and 10 now from the 27. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. That's complete to the former Aggie Jay Sternberger. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
First down, Denver.
They run the option here on first and 10. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. He'll lose a yard there, and it's second and 11.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
A loss of one, now a loss of two, and they're staring at a third and 13.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Gotta credit them on that one because they tried to fool him, right? Tried to trick him, ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
He's going to find Gallup here complete. And they'll bring him down right at midfield, and he is well short of the first down. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
4th down.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Tagovailoa going for it on 4th down. That's to his running back, complete. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And this crowd loves it as their guys hold on the opening drive. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. The first carry now for Tony Pollard. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45.
The ball carrier.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, no doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Block working out of the gun. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is. At the 6-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it when it
pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Derek Brown in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
2nd down.
Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. Back near his goal line, here's Tua. Got his man there complete to Gallup. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Out of the gun on 3rd down, here's Tua. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get on track in this one.
On 4th down, on is Colby Wadman now to punt. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now moving. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
10 at the 45-yard line.
They go play action here on first down. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Cameron Jordan able to record his 5th sack of the season. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
To try again after the sack. Block. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on third down. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard, and he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
2 yards. It's
Block to throw for it on 4th. And able to find Kirk complete. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Give him 23 yards on the pickup, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. No score after 1 on EA Sports. They'll go with Pollard here on first down. Open space inside the 10. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. So first and goal now from the 7-yard line. The run for Pollard. And take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Tony Pollard, his 19th touchdown now on the season, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Well, we had the scoreless first quarter of play. We sure didn't have to wait long into the second quarter to get some action on the scoreboard.
So was the first quarter a feeling out process? I mean, that was an interesting quarter, wasn't it? Because we had some action, we had some good play, just didn't have any points. So now it's game on.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they'll turn to their self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups. Check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field. But overall, evaluate this squad and make the changes that you need to.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
Tagovailoa on the throw on second down here. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack. Back at the 47-yard line. Daniil Hunter in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for him. getting the sack. They'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. And movement by one of the Broncos up front, and in comes the flag. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Off of play action. Tagovailoa. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Deebo Samuel was the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Tua. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Open middle is caught, complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Solid gain of 18 and a Raider 1st down.
Well, we can talk about it like it's just a basic route, but how about the timing on this one? Lined up on the right, runs a deep in route, and how about the throw? Right on the money. Bam, puts it right in there and on his hands. Nice completion, really good pickup.
Now he'll pull it down. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the bell arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
3rd and 8.
So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a 1st. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a 1st. Shotgun snap to Lock. That is caught. One-handed.
Defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field, and that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control, and how about the end result? A touchdown.
Zane Gonzalez set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0 the score as they regroup with 1st and 10. Escaping the pressure right. They'll try and run it, and they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts
16 yards.
as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's Tua. Pass hauled in by the 6'4" tight end Sternberger. That catch good for only a couple.
To Jay Sternberger.
Tua wants to throw it on 2nd down. That's going to be caught by Samuel. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
And the Broncos 1st down.
Now Tua. And the ball is out. And the Raiders have recovered. He was under duress, surveying, trying to find somebody to get the ball out of his hands. In the meantime, the defense, they took it out of his hands.
And when the ball snapped, I know exactly what the defense is thinking. Get a sack, put him on the ground. But when you can also knock the ball free while doing so, oh, there's the bonus for you as a defender.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Locke. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. That catch good for only a couple. Now Pollard.
48-yard line.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
This ball's tipped and intercepted. Darren Lee picks it. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. We got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level that quarterback and receiver were not on the same page.
Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, he expected something different from his receiver, whether he expected him to break in, out, deeper, shorter. He'll determine that on the sideline. But bottom line, you could see that he thought he'd be in a different spot, except the defender was not his intended target.
Making the catch is Sternberger. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Looking to pass. Tua. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Tua to try again on 2nd down. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Gain on the play. And it's
Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. So it looks like somebody may have forgotten the snap count, and a 5-yard penalty ensues. Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
Well, that's a tough, costly penalty, because now it makes it 3rd and 6 after the false start. Tua to throw again. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Quan Alexander. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
intercepted. The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Final 12 seconds of the half now as they've got it 1st and 10. After the turnover, here's Locke. Able to hit his target, Lamb. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
Complete to C.D. Lamb. Out of bounds at the 31.
He'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Here's Locke to throw. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Throw across his body, and it's intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it. And he'll be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Raiders set to kick off.
The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
4-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Block now on 1st down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
He did. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory as they're down to the 29-yard line. And a quick throw here, that's complete. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Complete to number 6. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6. At the Broncos' 25-yard line.
Locke looks to throw it again. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st. On 1st down, Pollard. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Here's Pollard again. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
And they're able to corral him right around the 8, and that's short of the 1st down. That'll be good for 6, but now it's 4th down.
6 yards.
They'll run for it with Pollard. And he's able to pick up the 1st before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4.
Vegas.
It's a 4-yard pickup, and the decision to go for it pays off. They've got a 1st and goal. Now to the air, Locke. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Christian Kirk with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Zane Gonzalez set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down in the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing, and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a second and long. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
All right, work with me, partner. This is a classic understatement. Their execution has been very poor. Last 3 drives, 2 interceptions and a fumble. Winning football? We're not seeing it right now.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
From the 17, here's 2nd and 4. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
Tackle made at the 16-yard line. A gain of a yard on the play.
From the gun on 3rd down, Locke. And that is incomplete.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
4th down.
This offense 2 for 2 converting on these thus far, so why not try again here on 4th down? They'll go for it. Steps away. That's caught on the left side by Kirk. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. Well, certainly not how they drew it up. A 4th down gamble turns into a 4th down scramble, but all is well. 1st down. Locke working out of the gun. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Second down and goal. Locke flushed out right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Christian Kirk, the man he was looking for, but now it's 3rd and goal.
Well, Brandon, we see why it's a team game there because there's a sigh of relief that they just released defensively. If he's able to get that one away, that's likely a touchdown. But instead, that pressure from the front got to him and forced the incompletion.
You're right. He had him open, just a split second too late on the release. Ball rests on the 7-yard line. 3rd and he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Tony Pollard with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Raiders take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Gonzalez now to add the extra point. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now.
The score, Raiders 28, Broncos nothing. Zane Gonzalez set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26.
He was brought down.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
And the Raiders call on a nickel set for third down. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. He's got the tight end, Sternberger. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A first down and then some. 36 yards.
First down, Denver.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. To the tight end and complete. It's Sternberger over the middle. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another catch for him there. This one good for 11. First down.
And the Broncos first down.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. And again, it's Tagovailoa. Forced out to his left. Now he's going to use his legs. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1. The Broncos on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. Quick slant there, gets him the first down, 6 yards on the play. Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5 on the counter. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up the 4th down. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
And a field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th down. Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. Tried the hard count, but to no avail.
Trying to do anything to get them to jump off sides and pick up a first down easily. Instead, it goes against them.
does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on fourth. Tagovailoa going for it on fourth down. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. Daniil Hunter and the Raider D, they get the football back. So they finally get their first trip to the red zone, and it ends with nothing.
And that's what I'm going to focus on with you, because you teed it up really well. Finally get to the red zone. So there's got to be a little bit of frustration because they haven't moved the ball as well as they wanted to all game. Now they get there, but we got to go for it because we don't know if we get back here again. We don't know how many opportunities because they've been sputtering a little bit.
Absolutely. At this stage in the second half, to get there and not get it for the first time, tough.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10. He gives it up. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44.
Now that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
At the 46-yard line.
Here's Locke. Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
It's now second and 6.
Clock now to throw. And it is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Brings up third down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. The drive stays alive. A third down gain of 8.
At the 34-yard line.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10. From the gun, it's Locke. Open man is Kirk, complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now. Into the red zone, it's Locke. That is going to be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. I'm not sure what other ground there is to cover here. I mean, this offense has been amazing. Just total domination, Charles.
They've clicked so well, and if you really focus in on the offensive line, they've protected well when they wanted to throw the ball. They've moved people off the line of scrimmage when they wanted to run it. Smiles all the way around. This offense has been really good in this one.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
25-yard line.
An incomplete pass leads to second and 10 from the 25. Now it's Hunt. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
They'll They'll run again with Hunt, and they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How've they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run, the best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away, and they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
One final try for Tagovailoa. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. So this one a victory for the Las Vegas Raiders. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire